Yep. Yep. Leave it up to Iggas, man. Leave it up to Iggas to find some reason to have some against people saying F the streets. You know, it's crazy. The day that you see a lot of rappers and people that got influenced saying F the streets from different sides of the world, is always that one person. That's why, you know, it's never going to be a good movement, because you're going to always have that one person that got a problem. But at the same time, I understand where this individual coming from, only because they only saying F the streets because there's somebody they rock with got exposed and now they want to move the goalposts. And it's sad that it took this long after all the deaths and after everybody that passed away and how much the streets and damaged families. It's crazy it took this long for them to understand this by now.
Is that Chris?
Man, what is good, YouTube? Y'all already know who it is, bruh. It's Look It's Jay here, y'all. Back with another video, man. And today, y'all, we got a very crazy and wild video to talk about. Now, I've been seeing this trend all on social media, man. It seems like we got OTF artist Lil Zo Osama on the roster. Now, it seems like Lil Zo Osama has some things to say to 21 Savage and all the rappers that's been going with the F the Streets movement after he feel like people are only doing that because their homie got exposed. And a lot of people kind of agreeing with him, but a lot of people feel like it's always that one person, that one bad apple in the bunch that's gonna mess up everything. And it's just a lot of mixed emotion with this whole movement. Now, we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna get into it, but before we do, real quick, y'all know my little routine. Just hit that like button, you feel me, and comment, tap in if you tapped in down below, and also smash the notification bell for one, so that you can be notified anytime I drop a video. But also, bro, I can just keep y'all updated on this whole situation in general, bro. Now, as y'all seen, bro, as I said, we got Lil Zo Osama on the roster. Now, if y'all know he is a Chicago artist who was signed with Lil Durk. He had a big year this last year, or this year basically going by. He's been known, he got a couple good songs. Pretty known artist in Chicago, you know, but pretty much he was not feeling the movement that's been going on. Now, if y'all are unaware of the movement, 21 Savage got a whole movement going on where a lot of rappers are saying F the streets and are finally waking up and understanding that the streets is doing more damage than it's doing, you know, good. Now, if y'all don't know, 21 Savage had went on the whole rant, you know, yesterday or 2-3 days ago, and pretty much trying to bring Atlanta back together. He's had Wham, you know, to let Wham know, you know, that he the realest, but he said admit that, you know, Young Thug was wrong, that he moved the goalpost when it came to the snitching thing. He even got Offset and Quavo back on the phone. He even apologized to Future because he was kind of throwing subliminals at Future. He even tagged QCP, you know, the CEO, went on to tell him, you know, everybody know you was a rat, but I didn't go on the internet and bash you because you put a lot of people on, and you know, he didn't want to F the money up. Even tagged Gunna and Young Thug, even said, you know, Young Thug knew that Gunna was a rat when he told the first time, but at the end of the day, you still love him. And, you know, just trying to bring the peace back to social media, which has social media going crazy. But everything started today when I know what all the rappers are saying, like F the streets is a movement. First started off with Young Thug. Young Thug put up a tweet and said F the streets. He said at 21 Savage. Pooh Shiesty put up his post on his story and said traumatized, F the streets at 21 Savage. Went on to say 21 Savage, F the streets. I want billions. G Herbo went on to say F the streets. Y Felucci said F the streets. OTL Duty Low said F the streets. And all these rappers were saying F the streets. And people are saying that, for one, is promo, but a lot of people are saying that they finally waking up. Now, a lot of people are saying, like, you know, he wrong due to the fact of you can't say F the streets when you rap about what you rap about in your music. Then a lot of people was rocking with it, saying that, you know, that's dope because the streets ain't done nothing but don't harm to our community. Granted, it had its goods and, you know, with the dope boy and all that, but at the same time, the streets have done more damage to a family than it has done good. I think we all know that. There's only two things that come from that, but you can have your little money in there, have your little women and all that, but it's death or jail. We all know that. You feel what I'm saying? Now, one person that wasn't feeling it was Lil Zo Osama. Now, like I said, Lil Zo Osama is, you know, Lil Durk artist, known rapper from Chicago, and he was not feeling it. He put up a post on his story and said, "Streets made you iggas who y'all is today. All you iggas glorify is the streets. A lot of you iggas put on the street persona for so long. All the so-called street iggas ratting now is F the streets, question mark. The streets got its bad and it's good. Iggas saying F the streets to befriend another wannabe street igga telling I don't respect it. If I see you D-sucking a Chicago rapper saying F the streets, you iggas just corny as I thought y'all was for real. Cause a lot of you iggas wasn't in the streets anyway. It was the niggas around y'all. Hashtag save the streets. Hashtag help the streets." Now wait, before we get back into this crazy video, bruh, I got a surprise for y'all. A lot of y'all be at home just scrolling on your phone all day and not making no money. But guess what? Y'all ain't gotta worry about that no more. Literally, if you sign up right now for freecash.com, you can make you some money while playing games on your phone. Now, I kid you not, this is no scam. This is all legit. All you gotta do is create your account. Literally, put your email in there, create your password, and within like 30 seconds, it's gonna be a wall of games for you to play. And hey, you can go ahead and get your merch off and start playing games and making money right now. Now, I ain't sitting up here saying that, you know, you're gonna make $100,000 overnight. You're gonna become rich overnight. No, this is all legit. This is not a scam. Now, me personally, my favorite was Last Warrior Survival. I thought it was a scam at first, but it's legit, bro. The more you play it and the more you level up, bro, I kid you not, you can make money. And as you see, bro, they topped out at $900. Like, who wouldn't want to make $900 by just using your device? I mean, it's 2025, bro. Everything is based off the internet and based off technology. The least you can do is make some money while you're doing it. I mean, it's simple. All you gotta do is scan this QR code or click that link in my description down below, sign up and start making you some money, bro. And when you use my link, you get a $5 bonus when you sign up, bro. And all you gotta do is cash out within PayPal's gift cards, bro. Thank me later, bro. Shout out to Free Cash. Now, as y'all see, he went on to say the only reason why they saying that is because somebody they close with got exposed for being a rat, and people been saying Young Thug was a rat since that interrogation came out, because according to all these street rules they put out there, technically that would be him, quote unquote, being a rat. Now, he followed up and said, I love the streets. They supported me the whole way. I ain't in them like I used to, but I still respect and love the street niggas, right? And he put up another post and said, we need structure back. We need real guidance back. Unfortunately, us rat niggas made it, got some paper and some resources, but everybody else don't got a job, don't got the connection, resources. Some niggas only way out the drug game is the street ish. That's some niggas only way out, but we ain't gonna kick them while they down. We gonna help them. You can't say F niggas in communities that supported you for so long. It gonna reach back and help the streets. Don't say F them. 100. We still got family and members in the streets. Hashtag save the streets. Hashtag help the streets. And when you look at it from that point of view, he's not necessarily wrong, because, you know, it's a lot of people that's sadly, they weren't asked to come in the streets. Like, they weren't asked to be a part of this. They were kind of born into it. But I think it's kind of like a misconnection on what they saying. I think they saying else the streets, such as, I'm thinking he talking about the whoop, but he could be talking about the drug game too. But even if you use it that way, bro, he's saying else the streets because regardless, from the people that was in the streets, bro, even guys that turn their life around or whatever, guys that was in the streets and they go corporate, nothing good come from it. A lot of people have lost a lot of friends. A lot of people have lost a lot of their freedom. A lot of people have trauma through the streets that probably wouldn't happen if they never jumped feet in the streets. So as crazy as it sounds, I get what he's saying, because it seems like they only saying F the streets now because of Young Thug got exposed. And if it was F the streets, it should have been F the streets, because the streets ain't just started a couple years ago. It's been going on since before we was here. So I kind of understand what he's saying, but I would never just say don't say F the streets, because sad to say, a lot of street dudes are the one that's supporting these artists, especially guys like Pooh Shiesty and that. So I guess I get it. Like, you know, it's a slap in the face. It's just one of them things where it's a double edge, where it got his up and his downs. Just like he said, you got some people that the streets fund a lot of things. The streets also support a lot of people. So when your name buzzing in the streets, you know, that's when you get on that next level. So it just depends on how you look at it. But regardless, bro, street stuff, like, it's not like you can talk to somebody that's in the streets, they will tell you themselves, bro, like, it does more harm than it does good. Like, there's nothing good come from the streets except some temporary money that you won't be able to have for the longest, because you're eventually gonna go to jail or it's gonna happen. Now, another guy that responded was Ratashi69. We all know Ratashi just want to be included, bro. Like, he just feels so left out. Anytime somebody says something, everybody just ignore him. I might be one of the only guys that actually cover him on YouTube. Like, no one cares what he said no more. He just want to be a part of the conversation because really he fell off. I ain't gonna lie. He put up a post on his story and said, now it's F the streets. But remember when it was quote unquote, yo says, nah, we don't care about your platinum records. We platinum in the streets, but not F the streets. Nah, he got a point, because Lil Durk, if I'm mistaken, did say that, like, when he was bragging about, oh, I got this many plats. They said we won't care about the plats. We platinum in the streets. So of course, you know, these niggas like hypocrites. Come on, bro. Like, they just want to do that to just like they don't like you, bro. Like, they just be honest. Most people just don't like you, and it's not because, oh, you speak so many facts. You just an unlikable person. I mean, I hate to say it, you're just unlikable. You know, like, it seems like you try to just fit in, or you just want to be hurt. Like, I don't know. You just an unlikable nigga to people. So people just feel that way about you. You could be telling 100% truth, and people gonna still just not like you just because of who you are and just what you stand for. And I mean, the truth is the truth, no matter who said it, though. You feel me? Now, another guy that spoke out was Rollo Fam Goon, a guy that was actually a part of the whole Atlanta street gang, a guy that was really in the streets, like made M's off a drug, even spoke on it and said nobody shouldn't be saying F the streets. And how could you blame somebody for saying F the streets? And this coming from somebody that was actually in the streets and made it to a higher level than the average person did.
How the hell can another nigga get mad at another nigga for saying F the streets? Half of y'all ain't even succeeded in the streets. Well, I ain't gonna say half, but most of these niggas ain't even succeeded in the streets. Ain't stepped on there, ain't putting that down. But saying, oh, them niggas saying that. Listen, dog, I know for a fact, me, myself, I ran up 10 million out these streets. Facts, not opinions. So if I want to say F the streets, I can say F the streets. And I have benefited from the streets on the highest level. 1 house, 2 house, 3 apartment, plaza. After I lost 18 million. So can't no nigga tell me what I can say. And I'm 100% with the Fuck the Streets movement. This is from Rollo Terrell Davis, and I sponsor that.
Now, as y'all see, he went on to say, this comes from somebody that made millions in the streets. It's F the streets, saying that, things don't matter, saying that junk does not do good to no family, and he's not wrong. He made a lot of money. I think we all know about Rollo being caught with the dog-ish. We all know he was living a rapper lifestyle before rappers was. He was funding a lot of rapper careers. He was bought out an apartment complex that had people staying there for free. So I think we all know about Rollo. Rollo was deep in the streets and he was a known dude. But at the same time, this coming from somebody that was doing all that, he's saying F the street. So obviously, if he's saying it, it's something bigger than what we think. And obviously, we should probably listen to his advice because it's coming from somebody that had success in the streets and still ended up having to do time. So it just, I don't know, bro. It's just to each his own. Give me y'all thoughts and opinions and let me know. Do y'all feel like it's F the streets? Do y'all feel like they only saying that to save face? Do y'all feel like this movement should have been going on? Or do y'all feel like to each his own, bro? Because we all know it's never going to stop because people is in the streets and they got blood to draw. They want to get revenge. They got money to get in the street. So it's never going to be completely F the street. Nobody going to just completely stop doing it. But I'm just saying it is good to not promote it as much in y'all music, bro. But give me y'all thoughts and opinions down below. Let me know how y'all feel. Y'all already know who it is, bro. It's Lucas J. Thank God for another day, man. Y'all be safe. I love y'all. Christ loves y'all so much more than I ever will. And yeah, bro. I'm out, man.